Hello and welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, and a rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message and it boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could use that. And if you're a returning friend, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. So first, let me just clear the ear here. I have the flu. Flu A is no joke. Please, 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 please be careful out there. To say that this has taken me down is no understatement. For those of you who know me knows that that takes a lot. I have, in general, worked through having COVID 4 different times with minimal downtime. I have done hardly anything. It has just been, all I could do was to sleep and to cough. I literally, today's the first day that I've actually had, actually 3 meals, I think. Yeah, 3 meals where I haven't wanted to absolutely get rid of it. During this time, because of everything, like, I haven't been taking my meds because I can't, sorry. So my, keeping my blood sugar up has been a bigger issue than it being too high. Part of flu A that's affecting me is I'm wanting to pass out. The dizziness is just insane. So please be careful. Now that said, today I have been awake most of the day. I've actually eaten 3 times. Nothing gigantic and weird, but hey, it's still 3 meals. I got a shower. I know. Look, if you knew, you know. If you know, you know, right? And I brushed out my hair, even though it's up in a ponytail kind of thing. I actually brushed out all of the tangles and stuff. And my hair tangles, it's super fine, and it tangles really easy. And with laying in bed and just sleeping, it was just, whew, it was kind of a rat's nest going. To the point where I was like, do you think I could go to the local beauty shop tomorrow? Or the beauty school? We have a local college of beauty. And I was like, I could go to the local college of beauty and pay them the $10 to brush my hair. I'm like, if I have enough energy to sit in the chair that long. I've done it before, years ago, when I was recovering from brain surgery. That needs to be a more commonly acceptable thing to do. Especially if you have not been feeling well or whatever. Honestly, you want to treat yourself and you have a local college of beauty, just go in and honestly get them to shampoo and brush your hair, because they'll do the scrub your brain, massage your scalp, and that always to me feels amazing. Okay, so did that. I also, poor Kay hasn't had a shower because I'm the one who does it since last Monday, when everything sort of went, the world turned, our world turned upside down. We'll talk about that in a second. So now poor Kay is getting sick. I'm starting to feel better, so it took everything in me to go over and shower, to give her a shower, I should say. To the point, like, it was still rough enough where I had to, like, take a break and go, okay, I just need to sit down for a second. Give me a second, I'll catch up, kind of thing. And I had taken Bella with me over there, and I was like, Bella, can you just finish hair drying her hair for me? And poor Bella does not know, like, the child doesn't blow dry her hair. I mean, she just throws her wet hair up in a ponytail and goes out that, like, she didn't care. She's 25. It's not her, you know. And she's not, like, into, like, hair and nails and all of that. And so we had to give her a quick lesson on how to work the hair dryer. It was kind of cute. So we got Mrs. Sands all squared away. And yeah, I'm hoping she doesn't get hit quite as hard, because last Monday she had a really bizarre, out of the blue reaction to a medicine. She was on Bactrim, which apparently is known for, like, causing rashes, allergic reactions, rashes and stuff. And so we spent several hours in the ER with her, getting checked out and making sure she was going to be safe. Tuesday I had my back procedure. And then Tuesday night, we got the call regarding Paul. And for those of you who don't know and didn't watch my last video, because it's not really it wasn't a FLosstube. It was just, I needed to be able to get it to people. And just get some support. We could still use tons of prayers, y'all. He's not out of the woods. We've gotten some really positive signs and steps forward. So essentially on last Tuesday, Paul is my kid's father. And for those of you who don't know, like, there's been times since the divorce, you know, we're on decent terms. I mean, and for a while there, he even lived here. And he suffered a massive heart attack. He was talking to the nurse. They were talking about him possibly going home later in the week, blah, blah, blah. What he wanted maybe for dinner or something, I don't know. He held up his fingers like, hey, give me a second, coughed, and had a massive heart attack. He was down at that point for 16 minutes. You heard me right, 16 minutes. And they got him back. About an hour and a half later, he had a second one, where he was down for 10. When we got to the hospital, he's on full life support. His eyes were closed. We were going to go say goodbye. That's what we were told. Like, they didn't expect him to live through the night. They weren't sure that he would still be alive when we got down there. Because I had my back procedure, I couldn't drive. I promptly called Kevin, and I'm like, because I don't, you know, and I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta get the kids down there. Like, we gotta go. And he's like, babe, you can't drive. I'm on my way, kind of thing. It's probably about 10-15 minutes from me, depending on the roads, the path that you take. And he got dressed, and so I called my mom, because I was like, my mom needs, you know, if she'd like to say goodbye, I want her to say goodbye, kind of thing. My mom started so much trouble while we were there that Kevin had to, like, basically pull her out of the room 3-4 times. It was ridiculous. I had to watch my kids discuss, should they put a DNR in place, what that means, the questions my kids asked. I'm still in awe. I'm still in absolute awe. And I know I probably shouldn't be, because I know I have smart children, but this isn't something that they've ever faced. So I had no idea how they would react. And of course, on the way down there, I'm like, okay, this is, here's what we're facing. This is what I know. These are some of the things we're going to want to ask. These are some of the things that we're going to need to think about, right? And the care that the staff down at the VA in Detroit has shown my kids during this has been top notch. Has been absolutely fantastic. They have been caring. They have been patient. They have answered every single question. They have been reassuring. So we left that night to get some rest so that I take that back. That was Monday night. That happened Monday night. We had gotten out of the hospital with Kay, had a little bit of a break. I got the call on Monday night. So literally Kay's last shower was last Monday. So Monday night we go racing down there. Tuesday I have my back procedure. Tuesday we go back to the hospital, the three of us. Well, Kevin's driving because I can't drive because of my procedure. And again, the questions my kids ask, and they each take time with him, and I'm talking to him, and his eyes on Tuesday are open, and they're moving, and he's blinking. It's not like they're just, and his mouth is going, like he's moving his mouth kind of thing. And now William will say that he saw Paul move his legs. I didn't see that, so I can't say that. But at one point, we're telling Paul how we love him, and we're so glad he's fighting, and, blah, blah, blah. And he starts to have tears rolling down his face. And we have to dry the tears away. And the doctor said, all of that is good signs. All of that means that there's brain function. Because he's been down, he was down for 26 minutes without oxygen. So they're not, like, they weren't overly hopeful. So, at that point, though, he bit the cords in his mouth because he's intubated. He's, got all these things down his throat. And so it cut off his oxygen and kind of sent everybody into a tizzy. So they upped his sedation and stuff, and that was fine. We stayed a little bit longer. That night, I came down with flu A. And, like, Wednesday, I think I was diagnosed formally with flu A. Bella also was not feeling well, so we just assumed, you just assume one of you gets flu A, it's going to go through the house, right? So we just kind of have been muddling through. Now, since that time, Paul has come off of all the support for blood pressure. He's able to hold his own as far as blood pressure. We're seeing significant increase, or I don't want to say, it's not an increase in kidney function. His kidney functions numbers are getting better. Oh, hold please. My apologies. And as of today, they were going to start doing tube feedings to see if his intestines and stuff are able to sort of tolerate things. We're by no means out of the woods. Absolutely not. He's still sedated. We have no idea cognitively how much damage was done. Um, we don't know. The kids have placed a DNR, so if he does have another heart attack, they will not be doing chest compressions. Everything short of chest compressions they'll do to save him, and to keep him comfortable and all of that. So we still need some miracles. One of the miracles we need is for us to feel better so that we can get back down there. Because clearly him having our voices, us, doing all of that, it does make a difference. So we've been managing that. My mother she's my mother. So I had called her that first night to come and say goodnight, say goodbye. Because that's what the doctor said. You guys need to get down here to say goodbye. So I called my mom because, that was her son-in-law for years. And she took his side in the divorce. So, the irony, but whatever. So she came down there. Kevin pulled her out of the room 3 or 4 times to run interference. That's how bad it was. So when we got the update when we were down there on Tuesday, I want to say, Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyways, William decides to call Grandma and update her. And he's like, when we go down there, I said, well, do you guys want to let Grandma know you're going down there? What do you want to do? And they're like, well, we'd rather go down by ourselves. And then, maybe we'll call Grandma from there. And she wants to come down, then that'll be different. I said, okay. So we get the doctor to give us an update, all of that, right? And so we're kids, again, asking 1,000,001 great questions. Questions that I would have never thought of. I don't know that I would have had the wherewithal, especially at 25, to ask. So the doctor leaves, and I go, well, do you want to call Grandma? He goes, I'm going to call Grandma now. That way, if she has questions, I can go ask the doctor if I can't answer them. And I said, that's a great idea. It's my mom on the phone. And she can't even be bothered to stop putting away groceries for 5 minutes. So she has to make William repeat everything 3 and 4 times. Then she starts going off about how, she's putting away groceries. It's for Christmas dinner. And she couldn't get cauliflower or sweet potatoes at the Meijer. They were all sold out, and she doesn't understand that, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting here going, your grandson is trying to share with you about his father who is on life support? Do you think I give a flying F about your cauliflower? I was so livid. I'm not going to lie. I had to call 2 friends to calm down enough. I'm still pretty spicy. My mom has since not called to say, hey, how are you guys doing, knowing that we're all sick? Do we need anything? Has there been any updates on Paul? For a while there, I was sick. Bean was kind of sick. William wasn't sick at all. Didn't offer to take William down there to see his dad. Nothing. I have not even a Merry Christmas from this woman. I haven't talked to her I haven't heard her voice since the cauliflower saga. Yeah. Thanks for loving us, Mom. You know what you can do. So, we've got that. I have court in the morning, or actually in the afternoon. Um, so hopefully that will go well. Um, so yeah, it's a little crazy. Um, we're all just kind of taking it one day at a time. And that's all we can do, right? Um, so yeah, needless to say, I've gotten very little stitching done. I did get a little bit of haul. Part of that is because I got a notification from 123 Stitch that a fiber I had said notified me about was back in stock. I don't know why I needed this fiber. It's like a Karen water lily in seafoam. Did I need it for, wait, Miss Christmas Eve? I don't think so. I don't know why. So here's the question is, once you put a notify me on an item, does it always notify you when it comes back in stock? Or does it like know that you bought it so don't notify you again? Because I didn't know. I don't know. Because I don't know why I need this. But in that order, I was like, okay, a couple of patterns I needed for 2 of the series that I'm trying to complete were on sale. So I was like, well, let me just grab them. They're on sale. I might as well get them when they're on sale, right? So we got the color orange snapper, the color blue. That's cute. It's a peacock. And red. Oh no, the red thread. This is for the red thread one. We got County Fair, Maypole, and the Snowman. So I do believe now I have all of both of these. I just need to remember what project bag I put these in. Because right now my brain's not working and I don't know. And my house is even worse than before because we've all been sick and I can't do everything. So then the other thing on a destashing group that I found, and of course when you see it you'll know I had to get it, right? I had to get it, and at the price I absolutely had to get it because it was really cheap compared to the regular price. I had to get it. I cannot wait to stitch this. She's going to be all sorts of pink gloriousness, right? I figure we're going to need some silk lame. We're going to need all of the blangy stuff, right? Because it's Elle Woods. And she's my hero. So I got that. And I'm super excited about that. Did I start it? Obviously, no. No, I did not. Am I going to start this tomorrow? No, I'm not. Do I know when I'm going to start it? Not a freaking clue. Because mostly I don't have the wherewithal to go to the store and kit it up. I'm going to be quite honest that I just I can't. I can't. I just. And the irony is, it dawned on me today that I started one canvas, but I had already kitted up the next canvas to go, and that's not the canvas I started working on. So don't ask. Today I finally finished my little Mary forgive my black circle lines, trying to plait it up. I'm just going to flat fold it, not flat fold it, I'm going to make it into like a little ornament. I do think it's super cute. So it will just, I just got to, now that the stitching is done, I got to take care of that. But, look, is it going to get done this week? Your guess is as good as mine. Am I going to feel bad about it? Absolutely the fuck not. Okay, so here's the canvas I did start instead of the little dog that I had kitted up the other day with Bella when we were at the store. I started on my Lafayette American Coney Island and Lafayette Coney Island at the corner of Lafayette Boulevard in Detroit. I swear to God, this is not made up. You can Google it. They literally are next door to each other. They literally share this wall. And people will argue about which one is best. I don't know. Because I have been to American Coney Island one time in my life. I have never been to this Lafayette Coney Island. I have no idea. The Coney Island I usually go to is Leo's or Nationals. Was I impressed with American the time I went? No, not really. It's Coney Island. I mean, I don't know that I taste the difference. But this is iconic in Detroit. So I had ordered this canvas a while ago, and it finally came in. And while I was at the... So I went down to pick it up. When I picked up... That's when I bought the Skellington Jazz Club, too. So I started it. So the stars here are in Silk Lame from Rainbow Gallery. And this is very petite, very velvet, the blue. And I just did baskets, a basket weave, like a tent stitch for that. Now down here for the white, it's just DMC Pro Cotton. And I'm just doing a brick stitch. But right now I'm really sick of the brick stitch because that's what the blue on the Mary ornament background all is. And that's what all of this white is. And I'm just going to tell you that right now I'm just not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. But I do think I have the rest of it. The only thing I am looking for is this is a little tiny hot dog. And I think I just want to stitch, I just want to put a button of a hot dog there. So I gotta find the Coney Island, I have to find the hot dog button. But then I'll finish this for the village. But it's super cool. Okay. So other than that, this is my bag from Tanya. She's needles and bones. And I love her bags. Oh, that's where that is. These are my threads for the Coney Island. Well, that's why they went with the thing. Don't start none, won't be none. Okay. So I worked on and she did say that the Naughty Village, there's a toy shop coming. I can't wait. That may be the next one I grab. I keep waiting for the bookstore. I'm doing the Naughty Gingerbread Man Club. Yes, yes, that is a gingerbread boy on a stripper pole. And if you don't think that's funny, I don't know what to tell you because I think it's absolutely hysterical. So I did work some more on that. So I've got the one stanchion, like rope stanchion. Is that what that is? Here. So we're making progress. This makes it, this is the door, which is the halfway of the building. So, I'm going to start doing more of these on needlepoint canvases, just because then the stitches and stuff can vary, and I think it would go faster because you're not doing a bunch of different X's. So we'll see. It's not like the rest of my village isn't going to be a mix of needlepoint and cross stitch, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that, right? I know some people wouldn't be. I'm not some people. So, yeah. Once the 7:54, and I think that will be here. I think it's here. I think it's in the front office. I'll go back to working on my SSP, which really is no longer a secret, but I need it to keep going in here, and it just makes it easier in my brain right now. And I'm going to just be honest that anything that can keep things a little bit easier on my brain right now is what I'm doing. So, that said, I have not filled in my Jeep for the Mary being done. We could do that right now. It will be a purple Jeep. So, with that said, that's really all I have. Oh, Lord, I'll do this later. I'm clearly having a time. So, with that said, I don't know what this next week is going to hold, other than a court hearing tomorrow. And I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. So, with that said, I'm going to let you go. I am going to ask for your prayers. And remember, you are smart. And you are beautiful. You are strong. And you are loved. You are needed. And you are wanted. And mostly, you matter. So with that, I love you all. Feel free to reach out to me. We're still working very closely with our family that we're helping out. So yeah, got lots on my shoulders. So again, year 2026 is the year of Kelly. So we'll see. We'll talk more later about that when Kelly can think, because right now Kelly can't think about it. So yeah. So we'll see you later. Bye, y'all.